Hey, what's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to be talking about dynamic images. And dynamic images are a really cool way to create engagement in your text messages, personalize things, increase your conversion rate, increase your effectiveness. They're just really awesome. And so I'm going to remind us why they're important and how to use them. So this video is for you really if you are either the idea person and the doer, or if you're the doer. If you're just the idea person, then I'm going to share with you why this is effective and send it over to your person who actually builds it. Because dynamic images is when you put a person's name, personalize an image so it's more like them. So I'm going to give it actually a very brief example. I'm going to show you what this looks like. So if I just pull up this, so this is one that I just did as a test. And so this is an example of what this can look like. It's a picture of you or your team, or it can actually be like a promotional, like a ticket, a coupon code, put the person's name in there, their address, different elements of personalization. And you can see how engaging this is. Obviously with some color or maybe some more creative copy, it'd be even better. But this is what a dynamic image can look like. So if you think that's cool, if you want to implement that, and you're not the doer, then send that to the person who builds your automation. So you can add this to your campaign messages, to your auto conversations, to all different types of places. Okay. All right. So why it's effective, basically we can see it's personalizing it. I want to share one more quote and or one more thing before I get started, which is this quote right here. I've been hot on this quote lately, which is people need to be reminded more often than they need to be instructed. This feature of dynamic images has existed in FixYourFunnel for a long time. At my last company, I had 3 different instances where we were using this right when new leads would opt in, when they would book an appointment, and then also on their birthday, we would wish them a happy birthday with a dynamic image. It would say "Happy birthday, Devin," or the person's name, and they loved it. People would reply all the time saying "Thank you so much." And so, yeah, with the lead side, you want to at least delay it 5, 10, 20 minutes. You want to make it realistic that somebody actually had the time to send that personalized message. But this is a really effective strategy. So let's get into it. I want to show you how to set this up, how I would do this. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen some more here. Find the right one. Sorry, just bear with me. Okay, here we go. So first thing you need is a dynamic image creation software account. I really like NiftyImages. PicSnippets is another perfectly fine option. Okay, so you need that software to be able to configure your image, and then you can use it inside of FixYourFunnel, which I'm going to show here in a second. Okay, so we're just going to create a new image. They got all sorts of features here. I'm going to go to personalize image, and there's different criteria that it needs to meet. I took a couple of example photos here previously, so I'm just going to use this one as an example. Now, I just want to show you because they do have a limit. It must be less than 1400 pixels. I actually thought it was 1200, so they must change that. But regardless, so they can resize it for you. Personally, I'm kind of a nerd, so I resized it beforehand. I also like to optimize the image with something called tiny PNG to minimize the size. You don't have to do those things. I also like to crop it into a square if that's possible. I'm going to keep it simple for now. So if you know how to do those things, then go ahead and do that. If not, then don't worry about it. Just doing it this way is fine. But in the example that I did crop it into kind of a perfect square because that looks good on a mobile device for texting. And then I changed the resolution to 1400 by 1400 or 1200 by 1200 is what I thought it was. So you can do that. Okay, so here we are, and all we need to really do here is do what's called a merge tag layer. I usually choose this TXT one. I think that's the one FixYourFunnel likes. So, but I could be wrong about that. And then all we need to do is type like "you are awesome," and then the person's name would go in there. So fallback text would be, let's just copy this, and then the design value, we'll put in my name so we can see that. Okay, so boom, and boom. So you got to resize it here. I don't exactly know why it's doing that, but let's just, that is, okay, there we go. Sorry, I just needed to drag it around. It was kind of glitching out on me there. So personally, I really like the handwriting font because it looks like somebody literally wrote it. It's not like computer looking text. And then I like to make it black. I like to bold it. This is just total personal preference here. So you can play with this. I'm not a creative. So however you want to do this, but this is just how to get you started. So again, the merge block, right? And then adding in, if I just grab this, you want there, whatever the dynamic thing is, you can do this a million different ways, right? Configure the font options. I like handwriting. And then it's really critical that you make it as big as possible within reason, because again, they're viewing this on a mobile device. So make it easy to read. Don't make it tough. Don't make it small. You also want ideally the shot pretty close up to the person. And you know, the like a big area, part of the real estate of the image ideally is where the writing is taking place. Okay. So once this is done, you go ahead and click save. I'll say dynamic image test 2. Once we get here, this is literally, if you know anything about this, it's like they're hosting the image and then it's on their server or whatever. Anyway, so this is like an image URL. So I just grab the URL from right here. You don't need to grab this last part. And I'm just going to copy this and then come over to, and so this one I already configured. So I'll go from scratch here in a second, but you can just take a look at it where we got the name, all that kind of stuff. And then the image down here and the elements. So let's go back to campaign builder. Let's create a new one. So dynamic image test 2. So the critical piece here is opening the dynamic image element part, opening that up there, and then clicking the plus. And you can see down here, it's kind of small, but you can see that the image is in there and they actually have the first name field. That'll be a merge field value there, right? So you can put whatever we want here, you know, whatever your call to action is, create the message. We're always going to have, just like a regular fix your funnel campaign message, this element, the contact ID, whatever the phone field that you guys use is, and then this unique first name field. So if I put, it's important this name value pairs here, because if I put the regular first name field in here and update this, this is the regular first name field that you want. So this is a little bit different. It's first name with capital F, capital N, but no contact underscore, right? So just important that you do that, but it's grabbing the same values from Keep. And then wherever you want this in your Keep campaign, I just got an example here. So you do this as you always do. You know, this was my test one. And then we got all these values in here. You'd mark it as ready and test it and all that kind of stuff. You can also put in a test contact ID, your personal phone number, and your name, and then run a test to any person, and it'll just fire the HTTP post, and that's how you can test webhooks, by the way. Now, just as PS, you can also use these dynamic images in emails as well. So this is the newest email builder, but any email builder, you can just put in the dynamic image, and then you want to have this question mark txt equals, and then whatever the merge field value is for the system that you're using. In this case, let's keep new email builder. So it's these square brackets, contact first name. Okay. So you can use that, but again, text messages obviously much higher overall open rate and engagement rate. So critical to use this in text. You're welcome to add it into your emails as well. So that's how you set it up. So in summary, you know, sign up for whatever account you want, NiftyImages, PicSnippets, go in there, customize the image. I just show you how to do that in NiftyImages. It's very simple. Just start somewhere. Done is better than perfect. Okay. And then, you know, you come into fix your funnel, grab that in there. Our support is more than happy to help you out. So if you have any questions or issues in this process, they've done this several times. So go ahead and reach out to them, configure it, get started, get moving, get it done. So I just want to invite you right now to add in at least one dynamic image into your campaigns, especially via text, SMS, MMS. You're welcome to add it into email as well, but at least add it in one place. Okay. Let us know how it goes, reply, comment, give us some feedback, and good luck setting up your dynamic images. Take care. Have a great day.